Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jason Donnelly, DJ Puzzle, and I'm here to show you just a couple tips because these are just a couple things I wanted to do right away when I got my DSI Tempest, and I just wanted to save you a little trouble digging through the manual, so you can dive right in. So the theme is the roll feature. I just want to show you a couple cool things you can do with the roll and how to access the different roll settings and how the roll actually applies to sounds versus beats. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is give it a little sound for the Tempest here. Is when you got a pattern going, you're going to want to do a little roll stutter effect, right? So it sounds like this. Right? All right, how did I do that? All right, so that's a roll on the beat. Okay, so I've got the 16 beats button depressed here. This is lit up red, 16 beats. And when I hit the roll, you heard it in the beginning. It kind of sounded like it was basically looping. It's what it's doing, kind of looping that little section. And what it's going to do, it's going to look at your beat. It's going to look at the quantize. Oh, sorry, not in this one. Actually, it's going to look at the BtRoll setting. Okay, so you get a BtRoll setting for 16 beats. You actually get a BtRoll setting. Okay, versus when you want to roll a sound on a pad, a particular sound, you're not going to get that BtRoll setting. That's the confusing thing about it. So I just want to tell you, also if you want to see the BtRoll setting, it's going to show up right here in the top right corner. If you're in 16 beats and hit pads, if you hit sounds, look at that screen changes. So pads gives you all the parameters that you need. The BtRoll is right there. Okay, you can also use this knob to change it. So that's the 16 beat BtRoll. It's under 16 beats. So now you want to roll like a particular sound. Okay, sound like this. Snare drum, for example. All right. Now that's where it gets a little tricky, and I even confused myself earlier. There is not a BtRoll setting for this. It's the Quantize setting for the pattern. Okay, so when you're recording, you use Quantize. You set it to like different Quantize resolutions, like 16th notes, for example, 8th notes, whatever you have that pattern set to. That's going to be your roll setting. Okay, so if you want to change that, you need to change the Quantize setting. And in order to do that, you have to be in 16 sounds, pads, and then right here you'll see these are patterns, basically pattern parameters, because you got swing here, you've got your tempo, your beats counting down here, the measures, and then over here you've got quantize. Boom. Now here's where that's where you get your roll. Okay, you could go and turn that up. It's 4th notes. You want something faster, more busy, go to 16th notes. All right, now let's say you want 30-second notes. Boom. All right, that's cool. That's where I was kind of stumped at first. So I looked through the manual and I found that. So that's cool. Hopefully that helps you guys. The two places to set your roll settings. And there are some other ways you can get roll. So watch. You can use the effects here. It's like a repeat effect. And it only works, so you go into beat mode, 16 beats again. All right. Then you got all the, all the parameters here, pitch and whatnot. So let me turn that up again. All right, so you could do a roll there too. Pretty cool. Got to be in 16 beats mode. If you're in 16 sounds mode, I'm gonna select the synthesizer. It's a different effect. This is a filter. This is actually assigned to a parameter, the filter in the actual synth, the settings for the synth. Okay, you can assign this to all kinds of stuff, the oscillators, all kinds of stuff, the rate, filter, pitch. So that's a little roll there. That's only possible, as far as I know, through 16 beats, okay? So let's recap. You want to roll the beat or loop and roll, sort of repeat and roll the beat. You go to 16 beats, hit pads, boom. You're going to get your BtRoll settings right there, okay? I got it set to 32 notes, 30-second notes. So now you can, oops, I accidentally hit a pad, so don't worry about that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to roll a specific sound, okay? We want to roll a sound like the snare drum. Go to 16 sounds, pads. Now you got your quantize. Now this is the quantize setting for the pattern. So remember that next time you're recording that you messed with that. If you go back in, you messed with your quantize to play those rolls. You might want to fix that quantize so you don't have to worry about being slightly off beat when you're, programming stuff in, playing it live into the, sequencer when you record it. Of course, you can go into the step editor and, edit stuff there, but that's not what we're talking about now. We're actually just trying to show you guys a quick tip, the roll feature. And with those two settings, those two locations, you should be able to get a grasp on how to achieve different rolls quickly without having to dive into the manual. So that's it. I hope that helps. Another real quick tip is the shift button. You can select sounds without hearing them. So if you're in a live mode, it's not going to trigger that sound. That's what I mean by not hearing them, sorry. It's not going to trigger the sound live, but it's going to select it. Now you can mess with the parameters, filter and whatnot. So if I go, boom, now I can. So that's it. I hope you find that helpful. And got any comments? Leave them below. Peace.